most of us, you choose Italy as your home country. I mean, Italy is a very beautiful country,
Yes.
like we all know. And my question therefore is, what are the type of changes will you like to see in the future, and how do you think you will be able to contribute to that type of changes, to realize them? Because I do believe it is not enough to hope and wish for a particular change, leaving it in the hands of other people. If you wish for a particular change in the Italian society that you have chosen as your home, how do you hope to be part of that change?
Okay. You see, one of the things I'd like to see, one of the changes I'd like to see in the nearest future, so to speak, is an inclusive government. An inclusive government in the sense that everyone, irrespective of your color or your background, you are given free opportunity to get into positions of power.
Okay.
You know, one of the things I like about UK is that they are free. The level of racism in that country is not is on the low, because currently I believe that their prime minister is an Indian from
Indian origin.
Indian accent. So these are the things I want to see in
Rishi
this
Sunak.
country. Yes, these are the things I want to see in the nearest future in this country, whereby a black man from wherever, from India, from Africa, from wherever, as long as he's able or he has gotten to the level of power, should be given access. You know, in every sector, not just in the politics, in every sector, in the educational sector, so that this racism of you are not Italian, therefore you are not given, you know, opportunity. You will not be given opportunity, or maybe they give an opportunity like that, they may want to frustrate the person out of office. For me, it's not welcome. I want the society which we live in. I've chosen this country to be my home. I look forward to where everybody is somebody, irrespective of where you are coming from, irrespective of what you know or who you even know. You know, Africans are given opportunity to become what they want. It was until recently that I heard that Africans can now enroll and become police officers. Formerly, I don't think it was so.
Okay.
So these are the things we are talking about. Giving people from other, you know, as long as they merit it, not just giving them just like that.
Because they
know.
You are, in this case, you are not neglecting the aspect of merit.
Exactly. As long as they merit it, it's not just to dash the pen. No. As long as they merit it, as long as they have been able to get to that level in the right sense, not dubiously. You know, I believe that people from the third world that are living here should be given opportunity to be whatever they want to be. You know, like I told you, my father wanted me to be a military man. Maybe in the future, my child might decide to go into the military. You know,
because the desire is already in the family.
You understand? So it will be an eyesore if my child intends to go that, you know, pass that route, and the system does not allow. You know, you discover that such a person will not live a fulfilled life because you have not given that person the opportunity to be him, to be himself or herself. So these are the things.
Even from a country the only country that he knows.
The only country he knows. And moreover, mind you, the children that we are giving birth to, this is where they know. We were not born here. That is why most of us will travel back home to see our people that are there. The children that are born here, they know this is their home.
That is a fact.
So when they grow up,
it is a fact.
Exactly, when they grow up and they discover that they want to become this, and because of their descent, it is denied, or they are denied access. You see that such a child or such an individual will not live a fulfilled life. So these are what we are looking into. We are praying that God should make it happen in our own time. That's what I want to see. That's what I look forward to seeing in the near future.
Is there anything that you can do from your part to bring about this reality?
Well, what we can do is, if our voices will be heard, you understand, from this podcast and maybe from other engagement that we have, these are the things we must be advocating for. Whenever we're given the opportunity to speak, we should do it, because until you talk, people might not hear.
Absolutely.
And it might not get to the necessary authorities that it is supposed to get to. So
That's
until we begin
true.
to talk, say the things that we want, we might not see them materialize. So by the means of this podcast and by the means of the several other engagement that we may be having in the nearest future, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be putting it up at all times, saying it that, look, as long as our children are given the opportunity, let them have it. As long as they merit it, give them the opportunity to do it. So that's how I'll be able to contribute.
That's interesting. Advocacy is an integral part of our society when it comes to fundamental human rights and everything. Someone out there, somewhere in the world has to advocate for our rights. And if we ourselves, that we could describe in this situation as the first generation, because we came to this country while our children might be the second one. But if it starts even with the first generation, I believe it will get better.
Exactly.
Than it gets to the second generation. It will be easier for them as well. This is because, in my opinion as well, and in this case, I will cite the words of Miriam Wright Edelman, an American writer and a child educator, a civil rights activist, and the rest. She says that we cannot become what we cannot see. So I intentionally asked this question because it's something I, for one, would like to see, that in the nearest future, people like you and myself live intentionally in this society. We no longer commonize or disregard the political life of the country that we live in, because indeed the impact of politics, local, national or international, especially as strangers, people that are resident in this country, the impact is very profound in our life. A government can come tomorrow and decide to neglect the constitution and enact some policies or political ideas that may destabilize our well-being. And for anyone that has lived in a particular place for more than 5 years, it will be practically difficult for the person to just pack his or her bag and go back to where they used to live. And it's I will not say anti-progress, it's against the human progress. That's the best way I believe I'll be able to qualify an adjective. I couldn't find another adjective to be able to use, but it does not lead to progress, to human progress. I'm really grateful about your idea of continuing to advocate for an inclusive society and encouraging merit as well, which is something that is very, very important.
Yes.
I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity that you gave us today to be able to interview you. I'm happy with the idea and the wisdom that you have shared with us today, and I hope it becomes very useful to those that will watch this podcast and they apply it in their life, because from time to time we need good and positive message like this that we will be able to apply in our private life and be that contributing factor in the society that we live in, either in Italy or back home in Nigeria or wherever it is that you are watching us from.